Flag is up. And they're off. And that's Where's the Beef broke quickly. Where's the Beef? Where's the Beef? The gray broke very sharply right after they dropped the flag, and they head around the turn now. Field of 7. Continuing around that turn. And there it is. Where's the Beef? Has opened up. Pretty commanding lead at this point. And is really going on about it as they come now to the top of the stretch. All alone on the lead, the gray, Where's the Beef? Gunpoint next, then Corinthian Order, Miami Hurricane, and from between horses, Sporty. And also right up there, Mustang Alley, and Sporty is dropped back to last as Genobi is right in front of him. So, passing the finish line for the first time, they have one lap to go. Where's the Beef, though? That lead has now shrunk. That lead is only about 2 lengths as they head towards the backstretch. And in the pink cap on the attack, on the outside, Gunpoint. Shinobi on the inside saving some ground. And then alongside, you have a Corinthian Order, as well as Mustang Alley, Miami Hurricane, and Sporty. Those 7 head down the backstretch. Where's the Beef? Narrow lead at this point. Right there pressing that lead is Gunpoint. Corinthian Order right up there with a chance now. Miami Hurricane in the mix. Genobi's right there. Less than a half mile to the finish line as they continue their run around the far turn. And there goes Gunpoint. Gunpoint on the outside, fighting back. Where's the Beef, though? Those 2 battling heads apart, circling the field. Here's Corinthian Order ranging up on the far outside. And looking for room down on the inside is Sporty. Down to the final yards. It's Corinthian Order. Corinthian Order coming back again is Gunpoint. And he did come back indeed. Gunpoint edging out Corinthian Order.
Wait a minute. Let me know when you're good.
Okay.
Okay, flags up. Should be starting. And they're off. They're on their way, folks. And Skestos broke very quickly from his outside post to take the early lead in the James W. Maloney purse, and he approaches the first of 9 fences and the first of 3 laps around the track here. Up over the first one, Skestos in front. Divine is second. Then you have Heroic Royal third as they approach the second fence. After that, So Outspoken, Quacha, and Atavism. So those 6 across the second of 9 fences. Skestos bounding along with the lead by 3 lengths. Divine moving quite well in second. Heroic Royal third. Then you have Atavism. Towards the inside, So Outspoken. Quacha. Those 6 head now to the third of 9 fences. And on to the backstretch they go. Skestos up over the third of 9. Divine follows in second. Heroic Royal is next in third as they approach the 4th fence. After that, Quacha And they move around the turn now. That field of 6. They've completed the 4 of 9 jumps. And pretty big lead here for Skestos. Divine remains in second. Heroic Royal remains in third. Break of 3. Back to Atavism next in fourth. Then So Outspoken. And Quacha sixth and last. Into the stretch for the second time. One more lap to go in the stretch, folks. Up over the 5th. And Divine didn't take that one too well, but still in the race and approaching now the 6th. Skestos trying to take this wire to wire. Been there since the start. Divine in second. Length and a half back, 2 lengths to Heroic Royal, Atavism, So Outspoken, and Quacha still in last at this point. Heading to the backstretch. Fence number 7 coming up. And with a commanding lead is Skestos with Willie McCarthy. Opening up about 8. Divine in second as they approach now that 7th of 9 fences. And Skestos took that one quite well. Less than a half mile to the finish. And they move now to the 8th fence. 1 fence remaining after this, and less than a half mile to go. And Skestos still there, around the turn. Skestos in front, Divine, then Heroic Royal, Atavism, So Outspoken, and Quacha. Well, they have Skestos to catch now as they near the top of the stretch, and it's a pretty commanding lead, folks. And they hit the top of the stretch in the James W. Maloney purse, and a commanding lead to Skestos. But on the attack now, here comes Heroic Royal with 1 fence to go. And just like that, Heroic Royal cuts the corner. And at that fence, Skestos falling down to the line and under the line. Heroic Royal wins it. Quacha came from far back to be second. Atavism was third. And So Outspoken fourth.
It went great. I've ridden this horse before for different connections, and I told Kathy it was her first start from him, and I told her, what I thought of him, and these horses have to wait and be patient on, and we've done exactly that.
So hot.
So we're just patient, waited, and come up 1 run late, and it worked out really well. He travelled well the whole way, jumped well, and pounced at the right time, and he won nicely in the end.
Flag is up. Moving into line for the George H. Bostwick purse. And they're off. And Murphy's Covert broke very well to start this race. And Murphy's Covert comes into the stretch for the first of 3 times, and Murphy's Covert approaches the first of 9 fences. Going a bit wide there on that turn. Ulysses S. Grant, but now Ulysses S. Grant has come up rather quickly at the 2nd fence. And under a tight hole there, Ulysses S. Grant in front. Murphy's Covert second. And it's a break of another length back to Catch If You Can. And the 2 trailers in the back of the field there, Master of Markets and I'm With Conan. On to the backstretch. And approaching the 3rd fence. And Ulysses S. Grant is really winging out there on the front end and enjoys that lead by about 5 lengths. Going to the 3rd fence on the backstretch. Up over that one, Ulysses S. Grant. In pursuit, though, is Murphy's Covert, who was that early leader. Right behind them is Catch If You Can. Then you've got a Master of Markets, and I'm with Conan. So 4 of the 9 fences complete and heading around the turn. And continuing their run, the gray Ulysses S. Grant in front by about 2 lengths. Murphy's Covert, second. Break of 3. Back to Catch If You Can. Another 5 lengths to I'm with Conan. And Master of Markets. Into the stretch for the second time. Over the 5th of 9 fences. Now the leaders are together as they come past the finish line for the second time. 1 lap to go. Now Murphy's Covert on the outside of Ulysses S. Grant. Those 2 stride for stride. Tucked in right behind them in a good position. Third is Catch If You Can, and he's moving quite well. To the outside now is I'm with Conan. And Master of Markets is last, but he's only about 5 lengths from the lead, and he's got a great chance from this point as they head towards the backstretch. Well, as they hit the backstretch now, there goes Murphy's Covert. He's overtaken now the lead once again. And Ulysses S. Grant has dropped back. Catch You If You Can has moved up to second. Then on the outside, I'm with Conan, Master of Markets, as they go down the backstretch. And they approach the 8th of 9 fences. Up over that one, Murphy's Covert in front. Catch If You Can next in second, as they have less than a half mile to the finish line. And Murphy's Covert hanging tough with the lead. Driving hard on the outside is I'm with Conan, ranging up. Catch If You Can is next down on the inside. He's coming back again now as they go midway round the turn. Come to the top of the stretch for the last time. Can they catch Murphy's Covert? Well, Catch If You Can is making a strong pursuit on the outside. I'm with Conan is next, and the other 2 are far back, straightening away into the home stretch. At the last fence, Murphy's Covert over that one with Willie McCartney digging down deep. Catch If You Can. There was a fall at that fence. Down to the line, driving hard. Murphy's Covert wins it. Catch If You Can in a great effort to be second, and it'll be Master of Markets third under the line.
Third race, the Steeplechase Foundation now official, and the winner number 4, Mr. Thomas.
Great, yeah. Nice to ride a winner here from my friend Brian Murphy. He's a trainer not too many people know about. He did a nice job with this horse over the winter, did a lot of schooling with him. And I mean, he jumped well today. He had him fit. And it's nice to get off the board for the season.
Flag is up, starting to move into line now. Field of 4, 2 miles on the steeplechase course, 9 fences. And they're off. So, in the Charles S. Bird III purse, they come now to the top of the stretch for the first time. And that early leader, Bye Gold, coming to the first fence. In the second spot, Mark Your Bible, Arrakis, and Handsome Hoyt. Over the first fence. Now to the second they go. Up over the second, Bye Gold in front and cruising along with the lead. Mark Your Bible is next in second. And it's a break back to third to Handsome Hoyt. And in the red and blue silks, Arrakis is fourth and last at this point in time. Heading to the backstretch. And galloping along with the lead and extending that lead is Bye Gold, heading to the backstretch to the third of 9 fences. Mark Your Bible tracking him in second. And then followed by Arrakis and Handsome Hoyt. Up over the fourth of 9 jumps. heading around the turn. And that quartet goes around the turn. And Bow by Gold still has the advantage. Moving well in second and seemingly quite comfortable is Mark Your Bible. After that, Arrakis and Handsome Hoyt. So they come to the top of the stretch for the second time. 1 lap to go, folks, after this. So to the 5th of 9 fences. Now up over that fence, Bow by Gold coming through the stretch for the second time. To the 6th fence, Bow by Gold, been leading since the start. Mark Your Bible has remained in second. Handsome Hoyt on the inside third. And after that, Arrakis is fourth. So they enter the backstretch for the last time. 3 fences from home, folks. And they still have not caught Bow by Gold yet, as he's moving now to the 7th fence that way on the backstretch. And up over that one quite well. Mark Your Bible still in second. Arrakis has moved to third. Handsome Hoyt has dropped back to be last at this point. So they go now to the 8th fence, half mile to the finish line. And there they go around the turn. And continuing on the lead, Bow by Gold, Ross Garrity aboard, midway round the turn. And Mark Your Bible second, Arrakis third. Far, far back from the field is Handsome Hoyt. Entering the top of the stretch for the last time. And just gallop along with that lead. Bow by Gold turns into the home stretch. Over the 9th and last fence, taking a stumble there, but the rider holds on and perseveres here in the final yards as Bow by Gold leads from start to finish. Mark Your Bible second, Arrakis third.
Seeing 4 lengths of gold. Number 3, Mark Your Bible second. Number 2, Arrakis third. 3 minutes.
As planned, I wanted that filly in Foxville Road and Far Hills. The plan was always to go to the front, let her do her thing. It worked out. She's very straightforward. She jumps really good. Little blip at the last. It was after flying the previous 3 hurdles, and I didn't want to go for another big one, and I just let her pop it. And she scrambled through, but she was fine. She won well. I'm delighted for Jazz and Jenny Pitts. They both live pretty close to me in Maryland, and good day. Onwards and upwards.
I didn't have a plan. There was a lot of speed in that race, and I didn't know who was going to get there first, so I told Ross, do your best.
And so
Moving into line. And they're off. So breaking quickly on the outside, Class Bopper going for that early lead. Street Fight right behind him in second. Absalom third. And alongside of Absalom is Balance the Budget. The quartet comes through the stretch for the first time. 2 more laps to go after this, folks. First of 9 fences are complete. So here they are at the 2nd fence now. And Class Bopper up over that one. Street Fight second. Right behind them in third, Balance the Budget. And in 4th position, just about 5 lengths from the leader, is Absalom. Midway round the turn. Galloping along is Class Bopper. And he has that advantage by about 3. Street Fight right there second and moving well. Another break of 2 lengths. And back to Balance the Budget, and Absalom. Onto the backstretch, over the third of 9 fences, and midway down the backstretch, approaching the fourth of 9 fences. Up over that one, Class Bopper still enjoys the lead. And in second now, as they continue to run around the turn. Midway around the turn, Class Bopper, Street Fight. Moving through on the inside, Balance the Budget. And far back from the field, Absalom. Coming to the top of the stretch for the second time. To the fifth of 9 fences. It's Class Bopper still there, and he's been there since the start. Street Fight moving well and still in second. To the outside, Balance the Budget, and then Absalom. Up over that 6th fence. Around the turn they go in the Budweiser Imperial Cup. Class Bopper shows the way. Street Fight right there in a good position second. To the outside of Street Fight is Balance the Budget. Far back from the field at this point is Absalom. On to the backstretch now for the last time. Approaching the 7th of 9 fences. And heading down the backstretch, still with that lead on the front end is Class Bopper. Then Street Fight edging a bit closer. Alice Balance the Budget also making a move. And they're 2 fences from home, a little more than half mile from the finish line. Now Class Boppers drop back. It's between Balance the Budget now and Street Fight as they head around the far turn in this Imperial Cup. And into the turn they go. And on the lead now, on the inside, it's Balance the Budget. And Balance the Budget has opened up the lead on Street Fight. And the other 2 are far, far back from the field. Midway round the far turn for the final time now. And coming to the top of the stretch for the last time. And Balance the Budget is built up in an enormous lead as they come to the 9th and final fence. Street Fight is next in second, and Class Bopper third, and Absalom is fourth. They are in deep stretch, and it will be Balance the Budget coasting to an easy victory under Kieran Norris. Street Fight makes his return and finishes second, and Absalom third, Class Bopper fourth.
So, did you get any instructions about going out there?
Julie just gave me basic instructions. She just said, pick a spot where you think he's comfortable. That just happened to be maybe just on Willie's outside a small bit, but the horse ran fantastic. It's funny, I've actually been working for Richard and for Arch, so like I knew where the horses were, but I didn't really know like how far my fella was going to be with them. But Julie had him well tuned up today, and he ran a cracker. I got to the front, jumping the second last, and I was there plenty soon enough. But I just felt that this horse was jumping gallop, so I just said I might as well send him on to the last, and he stayed going for me. So.
Yeah. How were you feeling coming into the race?
The horse is in excellent form. I am surprised that he did it so easily. Those are nice horses that he was running against. And I wasn't sure if he's going to like this ground or not. It's a little bit soft, and he was all right on it. I'm surprised.
In line again. Now they're off. And Hallam broke very sharply for the early lead. So Hallam takes the early lead. Eastbound Train is second. They come into the stretch now for the first of 3 times and up over the first of 9 fences. And they've all taken that one. So Hallam enjoys the lead. Eastbound Train second. Mr. Lickety third. Casual Creeper, fourth, saving ground. Then you got Gigi Gal and Wicklow. Around the turn, Hallam shows the way. Eastbound Train, Mr. Lickety third, break of two, Casual Creeper. There's Gigi Gal in the orange silks on the outside, racing in the fifth position, and a break of three back to Wicklow. On to the backstretch. To the third fence they go, chasing Hallam at the third on the backstretch. Eastbound Train next. Towards the inside, Gigi Gal and Mr. Lickety together. And you have Casual Creeper and Wicklow. So, 4 of the 9 fences complete and heading around the turn. Still have a ways to go here, and we still have Hallam on the lead. And Hallam cruising along under Darren Nagel. He's built up about 5 lengths on the field. Eastbound Train is tracking him to the outside. Mr. Lickety, third. Gigi Gal, fourth. Casual Creeper, fifth. Wicklow, sixth and last. Into the stretch for the second time. 1 lap to go after this. Over the fifth fence, they've all cleared that one and come racing through the stretch for the second time. Heading to the sixth fence. Hallam still in front. Oh, staying on a kind of a rough jump there that Willie McCarthy held on Eastbound Train. But Hallam still there, edging a bit closer, Mr. Lickety. And next is Eastbound Train, who's next and had sort of an eventful jump there, but he's back in track again. And Hallam getting a strong argument on the inside for Mr. Lickety. Those two go to the seventh fence, 2 fences remaining. And Eastbound Train is next, has regained his stride. Casual Creeper has moved up. Then Gigi Gal has dropped back. Far, far back from the field is Wicklow. Half mile to the finish line. 1 fence remaining after this, folks, in this 4D Conger purse, sponsored by the Aiken Steeplechase Association members. Around the far turn they go, and there is Mr. Lickety. Mr. Lickety up to the front. Mr. Lickety takes over. Mr. Lickety now edges clear. Hallam back in second. Break of some 5 more lengths. Gigi Gal, Casual Creeper, coming now to the top of the stretch for the final time. And it is Mr. Lickety. Bernard Dalton in the saddle at the 9th and last fence. Up over that one. Hallam is trying to hold on to second. Gigi Gal third, down to the line. It's Mr. Lickety going easily in front. Hallam held second. Gigi Gal third. Casual Creeper fourth.
Well raced. Hey. We're trying to push you out there on the backside. You're good.
All right, folks, everybody needs to look at this lady right here. Oh, what a good breed.
So what was your plan?
Just to, sit handy second or third depending on the pace and, see how the race played out. I mean, horse jumped great and the further he went, the better he travelled. I mean, he was a steering job. Winky Cox did all the work on him all winter. I was just lucky enough to get to steer him around.